Curtis K.I. Wire.
Yo, I Wires. Welcome back once again to another collaboration episode. I like to look at these episodes with the Rap Latte podcast almost like when Uncle Phil was on Family Matters. I was talking to somebody the other day. It's like when Uncle Phil was on Family Matters, and you're like, your mind was blown. Like, what the hell? I was just watching that. That's crazy. Yeah. Welcome to another episode featuring Touré and King Green. Welcome, gentlemen.
Who the gentleman? Where the gentleman at, nigga? The fuck you talking about?
I'm sorry. All the slang grabbers in here, make some noise.
Let's grab some slang out here. The fuck? Coming you from upstairs.
I don't like the way you're embracing it. The way you're embracing it is just making it not fun anymore. That's all I want to see. The way
It's only funny when I say it. Fine. Niggas die every day, B. That's my see, I say that, he dies. If I can grab your slang, he's like, no. Okay, fine.
Oh my goodness. I gotta start off with this super chat, if it's still even available. The super chat that's been sitting up here, did they get rid of it? Let me see where it's at. Where is that damn super chat? Because this gentleman is, unless he deleted it, this gentleman.
Green, you still in the motherland?
I'm in the land of the mothers.
Yeah, what is this? What is going on here? StreamYard. There we go.
Are you staying there, Green?
Until Trump's gone.
Seriously?
No, I'll come back Sunday.
Yeah, so the gentleman here just said Kendrick don't have a beach chairs, and that's the hill he's dying on.
We still talk about this nigga?
He's still talking about. He been holding on to that one for some weeks.
Damn. Okay.
All right, so we talking Grammys. They finally made the official announcement of the songs that are included and all that good stuff. So we can go ahead and react to that and see what they're talking about. I got all the hip hop names sitting up here, all the hip hop categories. Starting with best album.
Oh, we killing on best album.
Best rap album. Here. So we got best rap album. Let God Sort 'Em Out. Clips. Glorious by Glorilla. God Does Like Ugly by J.I.D. GNX by Kendrick Lamar and Chromacopia by Tyler the Creator.
Great.
How you feel? You want to just go through these, or you just want to react to them?
Let's go right into it right as we see.
Hold on. Wait, before you go to rap album of the year, can we talk about album of the year?
Sure.
No, that's the climax. You got to make out. But that's the climax. Let's get to that. The people are here for the whole time, for the whole 2 hours, bro.
Sounds like you guys are describing two ways of making love. I'm feeling uncomfortable right now. You gotta wait for the climax. No, let's get right into it.
Hammer it. Okay. All right.
Hammer it.
Curtis made it weird. Nobody was thinking about that. Curtis made it weird.
Obviously, I was. So I'll take that. It's
fine.
All of the day's work.
When we at the rap album, this is we rap latte. We at the rap album. Let's talk about it. Let's just get into it. Best rap album. First of all, I'd like to say
2 questions, Green. 2 questions is what would you vote for, and what do you think Grammy will vote for?
That's good.
I'm gonna give that answer, but first I want to say is that this is a great selection. They did a great job, and here's why, which leads into the second question of what would the Grammys vote for. What people don't know is that the Grammys switched up the way that they vote.
Yep.
So I used to be a voting member.
1 year ago or 2 years ago, this switch?
Last year.
Yeah.
30. So there's 38, and there's new categories. They always throwing new shit in there. But 3,800 people are members of voting, and you can vote only within 3 genres, right? That you're proficient in, and you could be 10 categories within those 3 genres. So basically that means if you're hip hop or R&B, it's most of people who are hip hop and R&B, because you only could vote into one other genre outside of that. So if you're hip hop and R&B, you're going to vote. The third thing that you're probably going to do is like alternative R&B or soul or some shit like that. Black shit.
But we have people, but they're saying we have people who are more knowledgeable and care about hip hop voting on this. In the past, they nominated it and then the wide body voted on it. And we got this like, why is Will Smith winning when we in the culture don't care about that? This gets us closer to what the culture would actually care about.
Exactly. And then the big ones, like best album of the year, that's every single person who's voting, all 3,800 of them niggas. So that's why this looks good. So I want to say it's hard for me to do the whole what I would and what the Grammy would, even though I'm going to do that. But now it's a little like, we don't know. That nigga Kendrick won 5 fucking Grammys last year. And you know what I'm saying? It's like it's kind of weird because of the new change. So my whole shit right now is, you know me, but I'm gonna say this in general, unbiased as possible. I think Let God Sort Him Out is the best album of the year, period. Because that's one of the greatest hip hop albums ever. Now that I've lived with it this long, and it murders everything on that list because, how do you do that? But it murders everything on that list. But I can see how someone, yes, it murders GNX.
I'm about to say, can we address that elephant in the room? You think that murders GNX by what metrics are you saying it murders it?
Kendrick's verse on Let God Sort Him Out rivals any verse that he has on his own shit.
Okay.
So that like his highest verse on GNX is at the level or below what he did on that. And then the miraculousness of the format, the structure, the storyline, the narrative, how the shit is placed is just way more thought out, complex, and good, preferred in my own taste than GNX. And I love GNX. I think GNX was beating everything in the world until this napalm bomb dropped out of nowhere. And I was just hoping it'd be good. This is me. I'm like a clipster thinking, hopefully it's a little bit better than their third album. And they dropped one of the best rap albums ever.
Can I pose this question to both of y'all? How much do you think the voters are taking into consideration elements outside of just the music itself? For instance, like rollouts. Because to me, I give GNX, Let God Sort Him Out, I give that an edge in the rollout because it was more intentional. GNX came off the heels of the battle, and I mean that's still an amazing rollout, but this one to me was so much more up against the odds, where they're coming back after being an act that's been around since 93. They're coming back in as elders in the rap game, and to have a album that sounds like this, that actually is making a statement in the moment and it is resonating with the culture. If you bring those elements into it, I think it makes it a more interesting conversation.
I would hope this is an award for musicians. I would hope that they are not considering things like rollout and how good you were in your interviews and your single strategy and all. Like, this should just be about music. Like, you didn't hear any of this shit before. You just listen to these records, listen to these albums, and say which one is the best. As a fan, it's very difficult for me to split Clips, Tyler, and Kendrick.
Amazing album.
They're very, very, very close musically. I wonder if Tyler wins this, talking about what the Grammys will do, because I think it's more musical and I think it's more accessible to a group of musicians, right? Than Clips. And I understand the current Grammy voting will put more Clips lovers or Clips people who would understand what they're doing in the role of voting. But what Tyler did with Chromacopia is so much more musical and so much more dynamic, just sonically. The songwriting, there's so much more that I imagine a group of musicians would be like, no, that's the shit.
I think for the entertainment part of it, I think they would love that, like the way the NBA loves rivalries and they love the storylines beyond just the game itself. I think they would love to have him have to go up on stage and make his first statement since all of the controversy happened over the last month. How amazing would that be, especially after he said he wanted to take a break. I think that shows for good TV and entertainment. We can't act like that's not a factor for the Grammys because they absolutely do care about that kind of stuff. Otherwise, back before the rules change, why in the hell would Macklemore's album win over Good Kid, Mad City? Because if we're talking about just musically, period, I just feel like that's part of the factors. Matter of fact, I think I even heard some of the voters go on there and say, well, you heard Macklemore's music in like dentist offices. You didn't really hear Good Kid, Mad City there. And that was the metric at that time, which is so insanely stupid. Thankfully, this has changed. I tell you this is my opinion on this one. I think that the story for Let God Sort 'Em Out is a more broad story. So I would say that the Grammys is more likely to give that to Let God Sort 'Em Out to the Clips after they did the Vatican, after them having a song about the parents passing away. I could see the Grammys saying this is the storyline. I'm at the place now, honestly, I don't have a large gap between GNX and Let God Sort 'Em Out because I feel like they're two different NBA positions. One's a center, one's a point guard. You can't really compare their games. They're just such different animals. However, even last point, however, even as a tremendously huge Kendrick fan, as a hip hop fan, I want Let God Sort 'Em Out to win sonically because I feel like it is more sonically tight and cohesive, and it was not expected. We expected greatness out of Kendrick on the magnitude, of course, because of where he's at in his career. Clips, can't nobody say a year before that happened they expected this kind of a music offering that would have this much of a ripple effect through the culture.
That's facts, and I love what you said about the position things and all that, and I want to get into that for my personal take because I feel like those three albums, Chromacopia, Let God Sort 'Em Out, and GNX, are two very different facets of hip hop. Like Touré said, one is the avant-garde side with Tyler the Creator. Then you got the old school raw side with Let God Sort 'Em Out, and then you got the regional like champion with the middle thing. These are three different archetypes that existed in hip hop, and only one of them actually won album of the year, which is the avant-garde side. And I see where Touré's coming from with that pick with Chromacopia because that's more akin to Love Below Speaker Box than any of the other albums when it comes to album of the year and Miseducation. So I see where he's coming from that. And that's probably makes sense when you're thinking album of the year, but this is rap album. We're talking about people who actually know what they're talking about, or more so know what they're talking about nowadays. So you got to think about it differently. Let me say this too: you asked Curtis about like what do they put into it. The voters judge on entire body of work. These are different categories: cohesion, impact, artistry, audio quality, cultural significance, and execution.
Can I say something real quick? Moderators who are in here, thank you so much for what you do. If anybody uses the word glazing today in a room full of grown men and grown women, I want you to boot them with the quickness of the Flash. Get their ass out of here. This is too much of a grown-up conversation for them. We're not doing this today. And if it feels and it smells like a bot, I want you to sniff like this and then get rid of their ass, please. I'm sorry.
Since we're doing housekeeping, can we just note that I'm repping the original gear of your team? That
look.
You guys are New Yorkers. You just left, but you're New York.
We're lifetime rivalries when it comes to basketball. You're never gonna be on the same side as that one. But in terms of just my friends, these are my friends, and y'all gonna respect my guests as they here inside the building. So with that said, I just want to make sure that the bots don't try to railroad the conversation and spam it and all that. I just want to make sure that your point of views are being respected because the community already expects that. And I know my moderators is itching to, I call them snipers for a reason, but I'm sorry, sir. Continue. King Green.
Go ahead, Green. I feel like if you like the composition of the voters is everything, and that's with anything. And I'm still in the mindset of the old Grammy because it hasn't been this new model long enough for me to fully understand, okay, how deep are they? And this will be an interesting test of how deep this body who will vote on this is in hip hop. I think to appreciate the brilliance of Let God Sort 'Em Out, you got to be part of hip hop. You got to understand this is the zenith of the classic form of doing hip hop. If you do not go back 10, 15, 20 years, you may not fully understand the genius that they're doing. The musicianship, the musicality of what Tyler did, I think will be clear to anybody who is musical. And this guy, this is the
rap section.
This is but I think this still matters. And this is the fourth album of an amazing 4-album run for this guy. So when you talk about body of work, they will definitely think about like Tyler has been crushing it in a way that people who are not all about hip hop will still understand. So now we'll start to see if Let God Sort 'Em Out wins. That will tell me, okay, we have a real hip hop fan base voting on this award. If it's Tyler, then we have hip hop lovers, but we also have people who are like, I love music and I understand music.
There's a strong argument for my bad. I'm going to say real quick. There's a strong argument, I think, for those three in particular, and not to ignore Glorilla and JID, which, JID released a phenomenal project to me. But with that said, the more I hear you guys talk, the more I'm starting to even think of counters to what I said for Clips. The degree of difficulty for an artist of Kendrick's magnitude, who has already had his own success, who has broken his records with the damn album and all of these different albums that were critically acclaimed, to now come in here and have some of your biggest hits at this stage of your career as a rapper. There's a degree of difficulty there too. Because he could have easily came back with To Pimp a Butterfly type of energy and kind of gave you these records that are deep cuts that us as hip hop fans appreciate. But to come back with your Peekaboo, to come back with your Squabble Up, to come back with all of these different records that are now shooting up right back at the top, to me, like, this feels like the version of his Thriller for his career.
Wow, that's a lot.
It is. Let me cut you off. Because before I forget what I was going to say, it is that, and I agree with that. The one thing is we need to recognize for the whole how people are thinking. Is there real hip hop people there? Let God Sort 'Em Out is even nominated. It's nominated for best album of the year. Do you know how insane that fucking is? Let God Sort 'Em Out.
Yep.
Is nominated for the best album of the year. There's 3 rap albums in the best album of the year. That already tells me what's going on. I know some of the people that are on this shit. It tells me that because there's a lot of niggas, honestly, there's a lot of niggas our age. There's a lot of millennials and Gen X people who grew up with hip hop.
We know that Glorilla and JID are not going to win this award because Clips, Kendrick, and Tyler are nominated for Album of the Year. So
yeah,
and like, when you're playing spades and like, so if those cards have been played, then this might come up, but that definitely won't happen, right? We're not gonna see any kings because we've already seen 3 of them, and I got the 4th one.
Let me ask you a question. This is for both of y'all, and I'm gonna say the answer to the first question you guys asked me. I think that the Grammys will go towards Kendrick, but I think that Let God Sort 'Em Out should win. That's my thought.
That's fair.
But who do you think? I think that if Kendrick wins, it's possibly able to be the album of the year. If Let God Sort 'Em Out wins, no rap album is winning album of the year.
No, Clips is not an
so which do you feel that that's possible?
The Clips to me is not. The Clips is not an album of the year sort of album. As we've said, Grammy has not, I don't think the Grammys have ever given a straight ahead hip hop album that much, right? They gave it to Speaker Box Love Below, not a traditional hip hop album. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, not a traditional hip hop album, right? Tyler fits in that mold of what Grammy might go for with album of the year. Now, of course, the comments and the audience might be saying, well, it's going to be hard for Tyler because the hip hop audience will be split because there's 3 rap albums in that album of the year nomination, which is true. But I think Tyler feels Chromacopia is much more like what Grammy has gone for out of hip hop for album of the year than Clips and GNX. I also think, to what you said about Kendrick, the voters know. See, the rap. I assume the rap voters will know all of them. Kendrick is way more famous than the Clips. Every Grammy voter already knows who Kendrick is. I promise you, there are Grammy voters who never heard of the Clips before, and that may hurt.
Unfortunately, that I could see that happening. Yeah.
So it's going to be hard for them to win Album of the Year.
And there's a good chance if they do know about the Clips, it might have been because of Kendrick's verse on Whips and Chains, or because of Pharrell's connection to what's going on. And that's not to minimize what they did, because it was spectacular what they did this year. Nobody's ever been able to pull off anything similar to a rollout like that, and the music itself. But yeah, I could see a scenario where as you're saying, that they could have rap album of the year. But I know you're right. I mean, that's you know what it's like? It's like when the NBA does the MVP and the defensive player of the year. If you win defensive player of the year, if you win first team NBA, you are likely going to be also MVP or top of the ballot. This is like canceling itself out.
I mean, the one thing I can say is that, in years in this industry, I have a sense at the Oscars, I have a sense of this is an Oscar picture. This is the sort of performance they go for. So I can generally pick the Oscars and understand who's going to win those 4, 5, 6 big awards. The Grammys, I have no fucking idea. I have never had any sense of what is a Grammy sensibility. Even as we talk about the hip hop albums that win album of the year, that's 2 over 30 years. So, I mean, I don't fucking know what they're gonna do, especially that they just changed everything.
They gave it to Killer Mike. I mean, and then they tried to arrest him in the same award, but they gave it to Killer Mike, so that showing how tapped in they are to have a Killer Mike not only be nominated but be the winner that year.
That was an example of them being tapped in. Oh, I thought that was gonna be an example of them not knowing what the fuck they're talking about.
I think that was the album of the year that year, honestly.
Ain't no way Killer Mike should have got out rap album of the year. Wait, now we could probably argue on rap album, and we could talk about album of the year.
I'll crack that open now.
We could probably do best rap song in about 3 seconds, right? I mean, it's obvious what's going to win that, right?
What?
Best rap song?
Anxiety.
What's in there?
Anxiety, Birds Don't Sing, Sticky, TGIF, TV Off. Anxiety is way bigger.
How is that obvious?
Because it's a way bigger cultural phenomenon than any of these other records.
I don't even know who you're saying is a cultural phenomenon.
Anxiety.
Doechii.
Anxiety is not even a rap song. That's
where I got questions about it. Like, how did that not get in more of like a rap singing? How that the rap singing category?
I mean, it's here. You could argue about should it be here or not, but it's here.
Right.
And I love Sticky to death. Ain't gonna be that. Ain't gonna be no 7 p.m. Friday. I love that record to death. I'm sorry. It ain't gonna be the Birds Sing. Anxiety, everybody comes to this category already knowing that song. It's just so much bigger in the culture than all these other records. I don't think it's really even close.
I hear you. That's the Grammy song, but that shit shouldn't even be in there. It should be in melodic rap.
I mean, okay. Curtis, what's in melodic? Can we see what's in melodic?
Sure. That's it right there, right?
Oh, that's Luther all day. See, that's why, because it's Luther all day. Because Anxiety would have no chance.
Luther is probably, hold on.
Luther's more of a lock than Anxiety.
Yeah, for sure. That was all over it.
I'm trying to think of Anxiety, any rapness of Anxiety.
Oh my God.
Is there like a rap verse? She's not vibrato. Ain't no vibrato on Luther.
Don't she rap the verses?
I think she has one rap verse. I think she has actually a rap verse on there. Yeah.
She had one of the best music videos of the year for sure with that one, and it was definitely reinforced with the song being as strong as it is. But it just seems like even like Well,
That's so political, by the way. I just want to say that this is why the Grammys be on some bullshit. That is completely a political move to give her that rap song shit. Luther's gonna win the melodic shit, and that's so political. This makes me know that Kendrick Lamar is sweeping everything that he's getting. I 100%. I now know that Kendrick Lamar is sweeping everything. I'm guaranteeing.
Well, rap performance is Kendrick versus Doechii, right? It's not going to be Tyler. I'm sorry, it's not going to be Clips. They don't understand.
Wait. Best rap performance is Chains and Whips is winning that. Because they could give the Crips what they need and Kendrick. I see it now. This is how they do it. This is fucking bullshit. Even though I'm okay with it. But I'm just saying, I like Kendrick winning. I like when Kendrick wins. It just happens to be the year when my niggas Clips, Tyler, everybody dropped hot shit. So I'm like, I wish you would call this right, but I'm letting you know that Kendrick's winning best rap album.
Yeah.
Anxiety's winning. Then Chains and Whips is winning best rap performance. Best melodic performance is going to be Luther. That's it. And now we're going to be on the edge of our seats thinking that Kendrick is going to win the album of the year, and then Bad Bunny takes it away.
Yeah, now that I've read the rest of this list, I see the same thing you're seeing. This seems like a shoe-in. This already seems
what seems like a shoe-in.
Crazy.
It's that's not even a question about what they're going to vote for.
You think GNX is going to win best rap album?
Absolutely. I started talking and going against my own argument, and I was like, no, that's not even going to fly. This right here.
Look at how it's set up.
It's just at a disadvantage because of when it came out. It's probably the oldest album of all these, with the exception of Chromacopia.
Older.
Right, or when did Glorious come out?
Actually, Glorious might be older.
Yeah, then this right here. And then I still have a theory he's gonna drop a video before to refresh the memory and to revisit, to reintroduce it to the audience that maybe have left on for other songs and albums. But yeah, this right here.
All out. Let's go to album of the year and talk about that.
All right.
Because the people are in the chat are asking, they're like, what are album of the year? You guys are conflating album of the year, rap album of the year. It's like, no, we'll tell you who.
Wait, what about record of the year? Are we big in record of the year or just album?
Let's go to album and then
I'll open up another
this
one.
Album is tough though. This category is tough.
A week after Bad Bunny is at the Super Bowl too.
Bad Bunny's winning that one.
Wait, they will have already voted.
It's already done. Right.
They would have already voted, but I'm letting you. It's like I want it to be Kendrick, and there's a possibility the way that they set up that rap category. I see it, but it's going to be Kendrick already swept last year, so they don't need to give Kendrick any more. What they're gonna want to do, this Bad Bunny situation is a global situation, and it's a penetration record.
Whoa!
So that's crazy. Yeah.
Pause, nigga. Pause.
Relax.
Yo,
what? He was trying to diss Dave Dash. He was like, that nigga 50 talking about pause. I'm like, what's wrong with that? Go pause jokes sometimes is fun.
Penetration record, huh? All right.
Yeah.
He got a lot of penetration.
Oh, come on, Touré. You always taking an extra step.
Wait for it. Green, after the penetration, you know what he got? A lot of motion.
The way you grabbing that slang has got me really confused.
Right. You die every day, B.
I'm done. I can't. So, record of the year, what are y'all looking at? What you think it's going to be?
I don't know.
Hold on.
I don't know.
Now, record of the year is as we know, so for everybody else to know, it's about the actual recording and performance, you know?
Record of the year is a song. Wait, we didn't finish album of the year?
Right here.
Okay, we're going. All right, let's go back. Let's stick to album of the year.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's Bad Bunny. Hip hop is in trouble here because the vote is going to be inevitably split. Every rap fan is not going to vote for GNX. Some will vote for Clips. Some may vote for Tyler. That bodes poorly for all of them.
No facts.
Hip hop is gonna be split, but everybody else is voting too. So Leon Thomas is not gonna win. Chromacopia, very low chance of winning. That Sabrina Carpenter album is trash. Her album was better than that. Let God Sort Him Out is the best album on this list. Swag album was trash, but he had a huge song, and he's Justin Bieber, and he's white. We don't know. That Bad Bunny album is good. It's actually great. It's made the impact. It looks like the actual general winner because it's a little bit more than just what it is. Like, it's the bigger album that's taking more risks. He's at a big height. He's a bigger artist. It makes sense. The only thing that goes against Bad Bunny are the two above him. Lady Gaga is that legacy shit. You know, you never won it before. You did something. Now they're gonna give it to you. That could be that. And then GNX, he deserves it. He deserves it, but it's actually the toughest competition he's ever had. This is the toughest competition he's ever. The one was To Pimp a Butterfly should have won album. I think it got nominated for album of the year that year, and it should have won that year because it was a better album than everything else. But this is the first time Kendrick probably should lose.
I feel like if they're curating this for TV, I'm with you, Green. I think it's gonna be Bad Bunny. If they're this is not my choice, but I think if they'll curate this for TV, get Bad Bunny up there, and he gets to make a statement against ICE, against Trump. Like, that's a must-see TV moment. After he has, like, I feel like you can, even though the voting is already done, I feel like you can predict that's what it's going to be still in February.
I mean, he is the artist who his victory in this helps the industry as a whole more than any of these other artists. Gaga does not need this. It doesn't make Gaga any bigger. This would quantify Bad Bunny as a serious musician in a way that Bieber does not need. There's no gain for the industry in Bieber winning. I don't think there's any gain for the industry in Sabrina Carpenter winning. So this is a tough one, though.
It is. This is tough.
I think what you just said and what both of y'all just said really even pushes me towards Bad Bunny even more. Like you said, it's like it qualifies him, his genre. You know what I'm saying? And now gives it credibility.
I do want to level. Hold on. I want to level set for a second because we are leaning as a general conversation, as a threesome, saying that an album in Spanish is going to win an award in America. Most of the voters do not speak or understand Spanish. I'm sitting here going,
they're progressive and liberal.
He might lose and be like, how could you have thought that an album in Spanish, like after the election, I'm like, how could you have thought that a black woman from San Francisco was going to win the fucking national election? Like, that was like, how would that fucking happen? How would an album in Spanish that the voters don't even know what he's saying? That's a tough one.
But damn it, them numbers that's about to come out of his country when they watching and tuning in, at the end of the day, them advertisers going to love them numbers that's going to happen. If he shows up there and he says, he has a message that he says in Spanish and then directs a message in English and says thank you to the Grammys and then says that TV right there. You know how many places going to get circulating? I'm just saying, if it's all about the money, that right there is must-see TV.
He's nominated for other shit, so they could get that from another. They could get that clip, and he's going to be there anyways. I agree with you with the Spanish shit, and that's why I said, remember, it's Justin Bieber's white. Lady Gaga might have what's it called?
The legacy.
The legacy play.
I mean,
but if we're looking at
Bieber's an elder statesman at this point. Bieber could get it on some We Love a Comeback.
I agree with you. Yeah. I agree with you, but Bieber's not his legacy play is not going to be ahead of Lady Gaga's legacy play. He would win it because they want him to win because he's Justin Bieber.
Can I ask a question that may feel like the elephant in the room? Who's the whitest person on this list?
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, that's the one that's going to, well, all you Negroes thought one of your people's going to win. That's the one they're going to bring up on stage. They always do this shit. When we get somebody up there and it's not a Kendrick, they find the one that is like, oh, we chose them because you didn't get a chance to listen to their album. It's actually really phenomenal.
I remember when Arcade Fire won, and I was like, wow, that is the whitest kids you know. And they're musicians with a capital M. I was like, okay, niggas. When Harry Styles got it, I'm okay. See, Bieber has the comeback aspect that Gaga does not. Gaga never left, right? She's always been that superstar. Bieber sort of went away. He had the medical issues. This is like a comeback for him. That narrative could be interesting for a lot of these voters.
Right.
I agree with that, but that legacy plays a thing, man. Like when you ain't got it, it's like how it's a thing. It's very much a thing. But I think that what should happen is GNX or Bad Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
What's likely to happen?
Year?
Yeah, that's what should happen. What's most likely to happen is those four that we said, which is Gaga. That's why it's hard to say. I think it's hard. Gaga, Bieber, GNX.
I'm looking at record of the year, which is a song. It's an award for a song, for a performance of a song, as opposed to album of the year for making an album. Doechie's on this list. So Doechie getting that other shit.
Oh, so she got another category to win it in. Okay.
But we figured that out already anyways.
No, you said it wouldn't be Doechie.
No, I didn't.
Talking about the rap category, right?
Yeah.
No, I said it was. This is recorded, so I'm pretty sure I did.
You're not being sued. You're not being sued, King Green. What do you mean this is recorded?
No, right? Like, you don't need to produce your receipts, nigga. Like,
it's recorded.
We got receipts.
We can roll the tape back. Like, okay,
roll it back.
I mean, Curtis was here too. He might remember what you said.
I said that Kendrick Lamar is going to win. All the TD artists are going to win. I said Kendrick Lamar is going to win the album. Doechie's going to win the rap song. Chains and Whip is going to win the rap performance. And the melodic is going to be won by Luther. It's all TDE, except for rap performance is going to be Chains and Whips.
I wonder if Luther can pull off record of the year.
How does I know I've heard these songs on TikTok, but not by their names.
What do you mean?
Like, folks on TikTok take their favorite part of the song and it's not always the chorus. It's just whatever the part that they want to kind of make content for. But I'm looking at these, I know the names, but I couldn't tell you right now what Abracadabra by Lady Gaga sounds like. I keep hearing, I got that polka face. That's all I keep hearing in my head.
Abracadabra. It's like it's. I can't sing it. It's fucking. It's big like Paparazzi.
Sabrina Carpenter. I know Manchild. I heard Manchild for sure.
Manchild's trash and Abracadabra's trash too. If I'm being real.
What did Sabrina Carpenter do to you, King Green?
Yeah, slow down.
Oh, that's not trash.
Slow down. Those records are not trash. They're pop. But Abracadabra is not a trash pop record.
Espresso is pop. That record was amazing. Manchild is trash. Chapel Road and Subway is good. That Apata, I could understand why people was rocking it. It's crazy, but I can understand with that. Wildflower is good too. DTMF is amazing. Luther, we already know what we think about it. And Anxiety is a good record too. But I don't think Abracadabra and Manchild should win at all on the should win list.
Gaga is nominated for Album of the Year. So we got to take her seriously in this category.
Yeah, right? That's kind of giving you a heads up, right?
Right. Same with Luther. What's the other joint? Is Sabrina? And Sabrina's nominated for Album of the Year too. So you got to take her seriously in this category.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm saying we can't have blinders up to them, because I'm like, those are the ones that end up being like, yeah, of course it's her. Of course
we haven't. It's interesting that Swag is here. I mean, maybe we just haven't looked through all the categories, but we haven't seen Swag or Bieber get noticed for anything else in any other category.
Maybe
the record of the year, the way that you just said that though, like Sabrina Carpenter, they usually could give the like pop single some love here and etch them out of the album of the year. So it's more of the reverse where they're gonna give you this pop single, this record of the year, not so much the best album has to have a record of the year on it. You know what I'm saying?
Song of the year, which is a songwriters award.
Let's go to that one.
Has Sabrina, Luther, Bad Bunny, and then Doechii again, and Gaga again with Abracadabra. Doechii's got a shit ton of nominations for Anxiety.
Yeah, she leaving with something.
She's leaving with something.
I'm from around the way.
I'm from around the way. I'm leaving here with something.
That Golden's in Song of the Year too.
Damn it, they might get it too.
Golden's trying to get that shit.
My God. Everybody with kids.
Oh, they would go nuts.
That's a perfectly fine song. Golden's a good song. Well written.
Yeah. And do you think there's going to be any Grammy? Do you predict that there's going to be any Grammy fatigue by the voters for Kendrick to where he may not have as much of a dominant performance as he did last year?
I think they're going to give him all the black shit. I think they're giving him all the black shit, and then the general awards he's not getting. That's me on how it seems like, because there's so much other good music out there.
Right.
On these categories, it's easy to make a case to be like, well, you did great in your lane, but as far as like everybody else, you ain't do that.
I mean, but that's what Not Like Us. They got celebrated like that though. I mean, he doesn't Not Like Us.
Not Like Us was literally the only song that mattered that year. You know what I'm saying? That's like the biggest cultural moment. Not in music, in life, in so long. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's a little different.
Yeah, I get you. I was just curious. Because I'm looking at this and I'm like, there could be the thing I like about this, and somebody made the point earlier. I like that this is the quality of the debates.
Yeah.
There ain't no Ian Connor on here. There ain't no no rich men on here.
I mean, he would say Sabrina Carpenter is that.
I'm just saying he's not on here. Mr. I don't identify as hip hop. My pronoun is.
There's no fake hip hop in the hip hop categories, and I commend that.
Well, yes, the nomination is better that we're just dealing with real hip hop. So the nominating committee is doing its job properly.
Yeah, you can see the effects of the change like right away.
I do feel like Chance got snubbed.
Well, The Weeknd,
rap,
not in rap, but just The Weeknd made a fucking album that debuted at ¡1, and then fucking.
It wasn't his best though.
I mean, clearly, but
clearly that shit nobody fucks with. Nobody, none of them 3,800 niggas fucked with that shit like that. Chance got snubbed, but at the same time. Do you think Chance should have got there over Glorilla?
No, because I understand Glorilla had that kind of a year with her project. You gotta make some space, because I don't think that it's a proper representation of how much the women have been dominating by not having any woman inside the list. Like, that's not a proper representation of what's been happening over the last few years.
Well, yes. Also, you couldn't front on what Glorilla did last year. She had 4 monster records. It was like every time she goes in the booth, it's a fucking hit. It was ridiculous.
And TGIF came out around the latter part of this, whenever the deadline was, we might be having a different conversation.
I mean,
amazing nominations when I look at it.
To me, is one of those phone book artists. Just talk, honey. Whatever you got, whatever you want to talk about, we will listen. Whatever it's like, but I don't always understand what you're saying. I interviewed her. I had no idea what she was saying. I would just nod, because we were on stage, so the miking was a little off. So she's speaking to a mic, so the speakers are but the accent, I'm like, I have no idea what she's saying, right? And she said something, they laughed, I didn't hear it, I had to keep going. I'm like,
she said, well, Touré.
That's
who's she talking to? Is Terry here? Who's she talking to? And that's not me. That's not me. I'm not slagging her. I just could not pick up on the slang. I mean, and on a record, the slang is so hard. The accent is so hard. The way she talks is so hard. I love her voice and the way she uses it. She don't have to say anything. Like Malice and them, their voices are very clear. Y'all better come with some lyrics. Glorilla, like I said, she could be talking about, 858 refrigerator for fucking, for all your pipe cleaning needs. I'd be like, oh, the sound. Oh, she's amazing.
No, hearing you say that, hearing you make that sound and not being able to see what you was doing is insane, by the way. I'm just letting you know that right now. I was looking at the screen and I heard you say, relax, please. She's not here.
This nigga.
He said,
oh my God.
He was wailing his hands like that.
Shit is recorded, nigga.
Shit's recorded now.
Niggas die every day, B.
Yo,
right.
who is two questions? Who is the best new artist nominee?
Oh,
and Leon Thomas is clearly winning that best R&B because he's the only R&B in the best album of the year category.
Pull it up.
Yeah,
who's pull it up right now? That's your R&B category right here. Let me go and scroll down here. It's best R&B performance.
Okay, you have to make that a little bit bigger for the OGs in the fucking room.
Yeah, no worries. So we're looking for what is it? Best new artist.
Firefox?
Best new artist. I don't know who's in there.
You use Firefox?
Excuse me.
Why do you use Firefox? Who uses Firefox?
Hey, we don't do browser shaming around here.
What do we mean? We don't, because we don't use Firefox. Like, what the fuck?
No, seriously, Firefox is crazy though.
I didn't even know them niggas was still in business.
Are we browser shaming?
Nigga, you use Netscape?
What do you use? Internet Explorer? What you using up there?
Are you on Black Planet? You're the last one on Black Planet?
That's none of your business.
Yo, you still got Tom as a friend on MySpace, right?
No, he unfriended me. I was the first one he ever did that. We've already gone over this stuff.
Wow.
Let me find your best new
Firefox
artist.
niggas got a lot of fucking mouth out here.
Now I'm a Firefox nigga? Oh, that's crazy.
Are you
I have
not?
never.
Are you not? I didn't even know they were still in business.
Here's your best new artist list right here. Not you singing the theme. That's Yahoo.
There's not one
rap.
rap.
That's Cat's Eye all day. Forget it. I didn't even need to finish the list.
Olivia Dean, are you crazy?
What?
Olivia Dean's winning that. Are you crazy?
That's Cat's Eye.
Are you serious? No, it was bet.
Did you see what Cat's Eye did to the fucking world? If we could at least break out, because we won't get this, but in a presidential election or a mayoral, we'd see like women went like this, black people did this. Women will go for Cat's Eye like 80-20 versus everybody else. Like people lost their minds over that fucking
I think Olivia's
video, the whole shit.
That's a strong list, by the way.
Although Addison Rae, though, oof, Addison Rae. Thank you, Kehlani.
I don't have.
Actually, does though. He's gonna say he doesn't, but he does.
I don't have a Hotmail account.
Stop. Be honest. Just be honest.
I got a Ymail account.
I know what that is. Addison Rae might get that. She's big.
This nigga listens to his music on Winamp.
You know what's crazy?
He says, I do.
Hey, what do you mean? Winamp got NFTs now. They're with the times. Come on, man.
You said Addison Rae is not winning it. Olivia Dean is winning it. Leon Thomas should win it because he's so talented. Somber's pretty dope too, honestly. Alex Warren is a country nigga. That nigga trash. Lola Young is cool. That's a good list. I like the Marias is dope too. That's a good list for like all genres of white, black, and otherwise. Because I don't know any new black artists. Who's a new rapper or black artists that could have been on this list? Because I can't even think of nobody.
Doechii was last year eligible.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nobody.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't even think.
Are they still signing black artists? Is that still
D'Angelo Ball?
Oh yeah.
That's what we talking about, maybe D'Angelo Ball.
Yeah.
Or, you feel me? Like, hey.
That was Green's favorite rapper for like a week.
I think it was for like 2 hours.
Oh,
like,
he said they said Ray Vaughn could have been in that list. That's the only guy.
Definitely. He made an impact. He for sure made an impact.
How Deshaun get in here and Mustard ain't in here? And I'm not even making a joke. How is DJ Mustard not in here?
That's wild.
That's actually but that's actually fucking hilarious, and I love that joke that you just
slow it down. I just dissed you.
But Mustard in that. I don't think chat is giving this nigga enough credit for that joke. That was amazing.
Slow it down.
But not Mustard. And I'm dead ass.
That's the way you grab that slang. That's the way you grab that slang. Good game. Good game. Good game. That's how you grab that slang right there. You put Dijon, but you don't put DJ Mustard. Slow it down.
Oh, y'all bougie. Y'all don't want no mustard.
Are you a battle rapper, sir? That was impressive.
All this time, no rappers named Grey Poupon. That's a miss.
I'm pretty sure it existed. He just didn't make it.
He just didn't make it. I was waiting for some nigga to be like, I'm the Bin Laden of Chicago or whatever the fuck. I'm the Bin Laden of the Bronx. Something. To mention it in a song or nickname yourself like Bin Laden or some shit. I was waiting for somebody to take that on.
Once again, that person exists. He's just not gonna come on your radar. He likely still in the streets. We're gonna keep it a whole stack. He's not tapped. He ain't tapped into what's going on the internet right now. He got some real life problems.
He tapped into that 5 to 10, 10 to 20.
He might actually be about that life. You might not want to ever meet.
He's way more about that life. Oh my God.
Any other categories that interest y'all? I'm gonna keep on going through these. I got non-traditional. Who y'all got for country album of the year? I'm just playing. Pop solo.
It ain't Beyonce. I'm good.
Pop. I'm going with Daisies for Pop.
Wait, best duo group performance? 30 for 30 with SZA and Kendrick. Is this in this one?
I don't even like that.
30
to be real. Golden is in that bitch.
Oh, here's Bieber, best pop vocal album. Okay, and then Sabrina. So this is the minor leagues for the AOY. Whoever gets out here has a shot on the big one.
Okay, I think if Lady Gaga wins that.
See now this, but you would say that this is manipulated just the same way the charts are manipulated, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the question would be, which of these artists needs it more so that whoever's behind them put more energy, motion, money, whatever into them getting pushed up here? Not this, the whole thing, not just this specific category.
Oh, I think Bieber is that story. I think his rollout looked like he was mimicking a whole. I think he had the same photographer as Mr. Morale on the Big Steppers.
Interesting.
Oh yeah.
Same photography, same kind of like black and white photos. That feels like that album where after somebody go through, like, I'm not saying him, but like after they go through like a drug addiction or they do some time and then they come back and they name an album after like their government name. This feels like this is his time period where they take pictures in front of the sun. You know that every rapper got that album. LL Cool J got that album. Shout out to him.
I love the whole
hella pictures like this. Bieber had hella pictures like this. This is his come.
I love that concept. The government name album. When I'm like, government name album. It's a little more acoustic. We're going back to who I really am. Like maybe it's like, lo-fi. Maybe I recorded it back in the city where I grew up. Like, that's a real thing.
That's a real thing. That's a real thing.
Said, Justin's biggest case of winning everything, he's white. He's the whitest thing on the fucking.
Because then I can see the interview saying, after a tumultuous few years and rumors and things that went on around the Diddy estate and all the things that have gone on from here. Now look at the story of his comeback story in this year.
Dude, he had a stroke, right? Like half of his fell off.
Yes.
Like that, and he had to like chill, and then he came back. Like a comeback story is so big. A comeback of a superstar. This guy was one of the biggest stars of his generation, and he had to sit down, go away. He's back with an album that's actually good, got hits, going on tour. Like this could be this helps him have a serious or viable second act or third act, whatever you want to call it, right? Gaga does not need this. Sabrina does not need this. The Clips don't need this.
The Clips already won. That's the thing. That's why I'm mad that I already know from their perspective and everybody's perspective in hip hop, they won by being nominated because this shit doesn't even be here. That's what sucks about it, but it is what it is. I'm okay with Kendrick. TDE can sweep up all those records, and it makes perfect sense to me. Right. I don't have any problem with how we saw it, but I do have a problem with what we just declared as Justin Bieber winning, like because he shouldn't. If the album was good, I would fuck with it.
I don't know what shouldn't means in this. This is political, as we've already discussed. This is not just.
We're talking about album of the year. We're talking about he shouldn't be that guy.
Why not?
Musically, I'm talking about we talk about the will and then the should. What do we prefer or what we think that it should be, and then what the Grammys are looking at. We're right. It could look like Justin Bieber's wife. So yes, comeback story, all that shit that you just said. That has nothing to do with the fact that his album is not better than not even Sabrina Carpenter's album.
So I'm not making an argument for it. I'm just saying I'm playing devil's advocate as a Grammy representative. Why not? We have him here for one of the best R&B songs in UConn, best R&B performances. We have him here in multiple categories, and he delivered a product that did numbers.
Wait, can we look at best R&B album?
Yeah, let's do that. Best R&B album right here. Is it showing?
I wonder if they give it to Teyana Taylor.
Nah,
I don't see that.
Mutt was crazy. That album's crazy.
That's a story too, because now that's a story also of somebody who came up as a child actor, entertainer, and then having a reinvention moment, and they could put all the money behind me. Reintroduce yourself to Leon Thomas in this generation. You may remember him from
what's R&B performance?
These are the nominees. If they give it to Kehlani, she about to have an AI speech to remember.
No,
she finna fire him up.
I think that's very dope that they have Mutt, the live NPR Tiny Desk version.
I want to see
that's actually fire because that was amazing and that was talked about a lot.
The Tiny Desk performance is nominated for this Grammy?
Yeah.
I didn't know that could I'm ignorant to that. I did not know that was a thing.
Yeah, that's why I was like pointing it out. I was like, that's crazy. But that was an amazing performance. I found out how talented he was because of that Tiny Desk. I'm a huge Leon Thomas fan now just because of he's crazy talented. He plays all the shit, produces the shit, writes the shit, sings crazy. He's very talented.
Yeah,
everybody
the upside after claiming this. Go ahead.
Everybody in Album of the Year has never won Album of the Year, so this will be a first for somebody.
But that's good. That's good in general, I think.
When in doubt, bet on white.
Of course. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? You know how many times I sat and watched it as a kid, and I was like, looking at my mom, and my mom had his face. And I'm like, Mom, but that song was everywhere, Mama.
I'm telling you, I never, ever understand what Grammy is doing. There's a logic to me. Even if I don't predict the Oscars ahead, afterwards, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. that film was like that. It did that. It won Best Director. Okay, I understand what you guys are saying. Grammy, I'm always like, shit don't make no sense.
How you feel about this?
It makes sense if you listen outside of if you black and we looking at it from a black perspective, because black people don't be listening to outside of the culture as much. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, that freaking what's her name? What's her the country singer that won that one time for the album of the year? Then Taylor Swift, of course, she won all those albums of the year. It kind of does make sense if you look at it from the white perspective.
I'm sorry, my nigga, but this is the Grammys, so Common and Lupe, forget about it. Should Freddie Gibbs be in this conversation? Perhaps. Obviously, gigantic year within the hip hop community, but this is a shared community. We're in the Grammys now.
It's only 6 slots. There's only 6 slots, and the slots that they filled with, none of those people, Common, Lupe, and Freddie can't take any of those people out.
That's a good way. Who are you replacing? Should I bring that back up?
Common and Lupe are not even in the conversation, and I respect that you love them, but they would not be 7th or 8th. If we expanded it to 10, they still wouldn't be in it. If you expanded it to 7, Freddie might be in it, but as you're saying, Green, who would Free or anyone else argue should be taken off in favor of Freddie?
Yeah, the only person is Glorilla, and I completely agree with Curtis's point about that's misrepresentation of the culture. If you take out Glorilla,
because the same thing applies to us as black folks. When we look and we say, how do you have none of us in here after doing these dominating numbers? And I'm sure to a certain degree, it's the same thing, the same exact thing. But with the Oscars, that was the whole protest against the Oscars. Is like, how can we have these tremendous numbers at Blockbuster, doing Blockbuster numbers at doing premieres and all that? How could you say that these are one of the biggest movies of the year, but you have no nominations to represent that trend?
Yeah, and it's actually good. Glorilla's one of the best of the female rappers that are in her lane too, and Doechie's represented as well. Yeah, and so it's like, who are you taking out? Like, I love, and I'm a fan of Lupe's Samurai album.
Yeah, I hate to say it because I feel like that's probably what they're looking at, but no, you don't take JID's album out of there. To me, that's the one where we haven't really talked a whole lot about how great that one is. We did a whole album review here, but that's the one that kind of feels like that's the most vulnerable in this list, because every single one of these already kind of has a very solid album. But I'm glad to see this.
You know what I just realized? Everybody on the rap album somehow worked with each other on all these albums.
Everybody in the rap.
Wait, hold on. Where's JID from?
Atlanta.
So it's the South in LA.
Mm-hmm. And he's about to go be one of the I think one of the presenters for Outkast going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
See, this does represent where hip hop is as far as Atlanta, LA, Memphis, right? And VA.
Yeah.
You know, and like, where's New York? Not popping like the South in LA.
See, this to me, as I'm looking at this and I'm seeing the names that are popping up in the chat, appreciate everybody who's in here. Don't forget to hit the like button and all that. This to me drives home something that was made by a gentleman that I interviewed last year, where he was saying he felt like there should be an adult contemporary hip hop category.
Interesting.
Because with that,
other genres in Grammys though, I don't think they have that for other genres in Grammys.
So you said, how do they have that for other genres?
He said they don't.
I don't think they have adult contemporary for other genres. I think they have radio.
Well, they have non-traditional producer, non-classical producer versus classical producer. Since that can be made, why? Because the thing is, I still don't see a reason why Glorilla and the Clips should be in the same category. No disrespect to Glorilla and no disrespect to the Clips, but those are two entirely different demographics and different approaches to an album. I feel like she should be celebrated in a category amongst her peers and people who are competing for the same audience, the same real estate. I feel like the Clips, it makes more sense to have them in that same list with the more veteran acts.
Nah, that's discrediting the Clips and what they did by putting them in some veteran category. And non-classical.
I'm not calling it that, but I'm just saying, just that concept. I'm not calling it the veteran thing. I'm just saying in that concept.
Yeah. Even in the concept, though, we're talking about the best rap album. Everyone's got to compete. So if someone made a classical album and it was a great classical album, it still needs to compete against Kendrick Lamar in the best album category. Because no matter what, but let me finish this statement on the fact that you're discrediting rap as a whole when you separate it and segregate it in that way specifically. The classical, non-classical producer has to do with the way the music is made, in the sense of like a classical producer is someone that needs an orchestra that's using acoustic instruments and recording something, versus someone who's using things analog or digital recordings in that way, whereas like they will do for AI probably in like 5 years. It's going to be an AI category.
I see what you're saying, and I respect your point, Green. I also think that both of you have interesting points in this debate or this conversation, in that there is increasingly an elder statesman person wing of hip hop, and we can further encourage that by Grammy noting it, right? And like there is a different way that some of the youngs are approaching it versus the way some of the vets are approaching it. Now, that said, you're right, Green. The Clips did not make an alt album. They made a very straight down the middle, this is what hip hop is all about sort of album. Tyler made an alt album. Should he go in the adult contemporary, or does he go in, let's call it traditional rap?
That adult contemporary name, I do have an issue with the name.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I do have an issue with the name. I'm with you on that. The concept expanded, though, in a more extreme version would be Rap Song of the Year, and you got Jay-Z and Ice Spice. Can you see how that doesn't sound like that even belongs in the same category? Especially if we're talking about, if we're separating different genres of music based upon using an orchestra or using traditional or more modern equipment, then if we're talking about the way that some of those songs are recorded with a Ice Spice versus, let's say it's Jay-Z when he has an orchestra involved in it. And because we know that they're not even in the same, like they're not even in the same lanes sonically. I'm not trying to segregate it. I'm trying to make sure that these arguments that happen, for instance, when Killer Mike won that Grammy, the first thing people were saying is he took it from Travis Scott. Well, that wouldn't happen if there was a category that was more suited to the type of music that Killer Mike makes versus the type of music that Travis Scott makes.
That's an interesting dichotomy, because Killer Mike and Travis Scott cannot compete. That's two entirely different approaches to music. I mean, is Ice Spice
both rappers
and Jay, whatever you said, the other one, like, are they really that divergent? Like Travis,
they're not at all.
Yeah,
Ice Spice raps on beats. Jay-Z raps on beats. There's no difference. There's no
difference.
There isn't.
You know this is recorded, right? You know this is recorded. You know this is recorded, right?
There is no difference. Let me put it how
he made that clear earlier that it was recorded. He said that before.
It's recorded. It's very much recorded.
No, I think I see what he's saying. It's almost hard to compare Tyler and the Clips because they're two entirely different approaches to music.
Okay,
it's
hold on.
It's a way to it's not a way to segregate. It's a way to properly celebrate it without saying, "Well, I guess that wasn't Rap Album of the Year." Well, it was more of a
need to see the space. Melodic rap album, because they have melodic rap performance. They should have a melodic rap album, and I think that's a Travis Scott, that's Lil Uzi Vert, and Playboy Cardi. That needs its own space, but they're still rap, right? So they still need to compete in the larger rap category.
But what does competing mean when you're playing two different sports?
You're not playing two different sports, because is it not rap music? Here's what I'm trying to say. We don't like that word, but we're going to use AC just so it feels better. So you have AC or traditional rap album. Then you're going to have Clips. You're going to have Kendrick. You're gonna have JID, whatever, right? Traditional rap album. Then you're gonna have melodic rap album. You're gonna have Travis Scott, any other than singing niggas, Playboy Cardi. Then you're gonna have a rap album category. I just think there should be more categories, and I agree with you, but they still need to compete with each other in hip hop. I think that has to happen. Or
the variety between what a Travis, a Future, a Clips, a Kendrick are doing, Green, it would almost be like, okay, who's the best visual artist? Is it Andy Warhol or Alex Calder? Well, how the fuck do I compare them? One is a sculptor and one is a painter. They're both visual artists. How does it affect? But they're entirely different.
But them niggas all use paint. They all use paint. That's why we gonna slap them together. Put them all in the same bucket. Wait, they use their hands. They use their hands. It's all the same shit.
Their heads. They all use their heads.
I hear you. I hear y'all, but that's calcs. What you said, they all use paint. That's actually facts. It's not that different.
Calder doesn't use paint. He's a sculptor.
No, I know, but I'm talking about how he referenced it. He's using an analogy, and I agree that they're all rapping on fucking beats, guys. It's all fucking hip hop, and they're rapping on beats. This person's not actually doing some actual huge different genre, like someone who Casey Musgrave. We're not putting.
Why isn't Taylor Swift nominated?
Are doing something different than what Clips and Kendrick are doing.
They're still doing hip hop.
I mean, but like if there's a Venn diagram, Kendrick and Clips are in the middle of what we expect hip hop to be. And Travis and Future are at the edge and maybe pushing the boundary of like, well, what about this? Can this be hip hop? Can this be hip hop? And comparing them sort of puts a undue weight on both of them. You're being experimental, but we're penalizing you for not being traditional, and we're penalizing you, traditional, for not being experimental.
Do you see this?
What?
Why does this exist but not exist within hip hop? Why can this not exist in hip hop? They're all singing over beats.
Okay, wait. Hold on. So Leon Thomas is walking away with a bunch of shit, because if he's here and best new artist, they love the fuck out of him. Although UConn is a monster in this group.
Hold on. Actually, Curtis, this exists in hip hop in the category.
What is it called?
Melodic. This is traditional R&B performance. This is best R&B performance. They just separate melodic performance to rap performance. They just use different words, but it's the same premise in that they have the newer style in a category and they have a traditional style in another category. It's the same premise. I'm agreeing with you, and I think traditional R&B album should be a category and traditional rap album should be a category. But I think melodic rap album should be a category, but I think they all should compete for the rap album. I don't think that you should not have Future competing against Killer Mike. And I don't think you don't have Kendrick competing against Travis Scott.
We've had this conversation and didn't go well last time, so I'm not going to dive too deep into it, Mr. Green. But I do feel like this about the rapper / rock star. I'm not a rapper. I'm a rock star.
God.
I'm going to just say this. Why can't they be in the rock categories then, as opposed to a melodic rap?
Not fucking rock, my nigga.
That's not up to me. Them little niggas said they rock. I didn't say they rock. They said they are.
If them niggas go around saying that they Asian, I gotta go say that they fucking Asian niggas now.
Hey, if that's the category they want to be in, let them get their K-pop on. You know what I'm saying? Let them do what they gotta do. I'm just saying, like, if they themselves are saying I'm not a rapper, I'm a rock star, Mr. So and so, then why does it not reflect in that, and why is it only in that subcategory of melodic rap? I'm saying this. The person made this point before. This ain't about no damn participation trophy. It's not what it is. It's an opportunity to expand the offering so that we can celebrate more of the amazing effing music that is out here.
Well, I agree with that.
Let's take a step back, because I'm talking to two artists about genre, and in my experience, artists in general are like, fuck a genre. I don't care about genre. Genre is what the industry applies onto what you do, so that fans know, oh, if you like Kendrick, you'll probably like Snoop. If you like Sabrina, you'll probably like Chapel. So they're right there in this, but there's not people aren't really like, oh my God, I have to stay within the genre. They're not in the studio thinking about the genre. They're thinking about their audience, but not.
Some genres actually have rules, though. Some genres have rules.
You mean like within the Grammy context, or mean like within
literally? Like there's blues chords, there's jazz chords, there's certain rules to the genre. Oh, you can't be reggaeton and not have a reggaeton beat. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like
to that point,
hip hop and jazz in particular. Right. I mean, like below that, the notion of, rules and sameness. And I mean, that does not really exist within hip hop and jazz. There's so much jazz that blows away the rules, any sort of rules.
Jazz can't be as simple as blues.
I wouldn't finish that sentence. I would not finish that sentence. Jazz can't be whatever you say is wrong. Jazz can be fucking anything. Jazz is as broad artistically as imaginable, and hip hop is close to it.
Can I just say this to your point, King Green? Hold on. To your point, really quick. To your point earlier about these are the things that separate and the rules that exist for an R&B. It must be this. It's not. It can't be no blues chords. Okay. The difference between the process of making a trap song, the type of presets that are used, the type of rhythms that are used are very different from boom bap. Even though we identify that as all just music that we make and dive in, there are rules to where somebody as a listener says, that's a trap beat. Oh, no, that's a traditional boom bap beat. That's a hip hop beat, that's a lo-fi beat. So I'm saying if we have those embedded, why does it only apply to us but not in these categories? And could there be an opportunity for it to reflect the differences between these?
With that statement, right? I said that there should be a melodic rap album and there should be a traditional rap album, but I think they should all compete for the best rap album. They should still fight against each other.
I'm agreeing with you. Yeah. I'm just saying for that to be the only thing that exists, I think that's excluding a lot of music that deserves to be in the conversation. It's not about participation. We're talking about the best of the best as according to mainstream music, right? Or pop music.
I'm not into a boom bap category, but I agree that's why we need our own fucking award show that we actually care about, but we never do. We never care for us.
That's different. If we had a hip hop award show, forget about it. Like what would win would be different.
We had plenty of them, but we never care about them.
They was shooting it up. They were shooting in the sky at the award show.
Soul Train Awards. We got the BET Awards. We got the BET Hip Hop Awards. We just don't we don't keep our shit together.
Shout out to Ill Magic. He was saying he had the same prediction. He has Dot, Tyler, Clips, Offset, and Gunna. Oh, he's predicting the nominations, I guess. He didn't expect JID.
Yeah, the nomination.
Perhaps should have.
I'm not mad at that. That's why that melodic rap album category needs to be there, because Gunna could have been in that bitch.
I mean, that's a good place.
I mean, look, let me say this to Ill Magic. As a hip hop person, my whole life, I really don't give a fuck what Grammy does.
No fact.
I cannot expend any energy on like, oh, it's a late release album. And like, we have a fun conversation about Grammy, but I don't really give a fuck about these awards. Like the Clips has an award in my mind and my heart because they made an incredible fucking album. Right. And Tyler has an award in my mind because he made it right. Whatever Grammy, I really do not care.
How about Grammy this?
Does. And you guys can answer this too, because I see in the Oscars, most of the time, winning a big Oscar changes your career, generally upward. Although we can all name several examples of when people's careers died after that. Does it matter? Does it change your career? Do you make more money if you win a big Grammy?
I think the Grammys are showing a vulnerability by them shifting the award rules and showing how much they were drifting from probably the population they're attached to now, the conversations they're a part of now. So I think they recognized they had to do more changing to stay as relevant as what you're talking about. I wanted to double back to this point right here.
Wait, does it change? Does it change your bank account? Does it make you money if you win a Grammy?
I think it definitely changes your access to platforms in terms of being able to now go on your marathon and your victory lap and talk to different people. I think it definitely puts you in different type of publications, and I do think there's some perks that come along with it, but probably not the same as what it was 20 years ago.
Because in Hollywood, I win a statue, I go to a company and say, see, I can make you money. Give me more money than you would have given me before I had the statue.
Yeah.
The Grammys, I already have a deal. I don't know if there's escalators or bonuses if you win a Grammy, but like
you need to bump your sales. So you put out you get the Grammys, all that type of stuff, and it would bump your sales. It still has a spike after it, but it means way fucking less than it used to. Mm-hmm. It basically just means you have bragging rights. It still has that weight of the bragging rights, but what is brag? You know what I'm saying? It's like in the music industry nowadays, the only thing that matters is you having a fan base and you sell things to your fan base. That's it. That's it. Everybody. It's like, do you have a fan base? Because that's the hardest shit to do in the world nowadays is to have a fucking fan base. So that is all that kind of matters.
I was going to say, don't forget also, too, Killer Mike did a whole video on the campaign to even be in the nomination. He spent about $500,000 just to get it positioned for a nomination. So, like, there's people who are making that investment. I would think they're not making that investment. Like, I know you can tour off of that. I know there's probably access to features, there's access to people that now saying that you're a Grammy winner. I've seen producers who are Grammy nominated run their price up of beat sales and whatever they're selling on their websites. So it has something, but I want to make a point though about earlier about the we need to have our own awards show. I would love to see that done right, but I do recognize the point that I highlighted here from my guy Niles, in that we ourselves start treating it like it's a participation trophy. We don't show up to the awards. We mail in the video saying, thank you for the awards. Yeah, I appreciate you, but I'm not showing up. But we show up for the Grammys. We show up for these other awards because of their reputation. So like we kind of like by default handle it like a participation.
So here's what we're going to do though. We're going to start it on this virtual level. Mm-hmm. We're going to come up with, let's say, 5 categories, the Rap Latte Awards. So we're not just us 3. We'll poll other people who are in this whole thing, right? Your man Screw, James, Jeremy, what's his name? Dissect, like all the fucking people who do this. And like, okay, so this is what Anthony, here's like 10 people who really think deeply about this shit. Here's what we voted on: album of the year, song of the year, verse of the year, like whatever. And like we've come up with like 5 categories, right? Mm-hmm. Should we have an AC hip hop or where did we land on that? Should we let what is it, or they got to compete with youngs?
Excuse my unkness. What does AC stand for?
Adult Contemporary.
Adult Contemporary.
I've never heard it sound. I only know AC Green. That's all. Only AC and air conditioning. That's the only ACs that I know.
Radio they call it hot AC, hot adult.
That's stupid. That's stupid. Green, that's stupid. Why do they call it that? They call it hot AC. Stupid. That name's taken.
Hot AC sound like the weirdo brother of the Quiet Storm. Like, when was the storm ever quiet? Like, what happened?
Hot AC sound like that person trying to freestyle in your ear with club music on, bunch of loud music and trying to freestyle. I Touré. I got some shit I want to tell you. I want to tell you some shit.
I don't know how it happened, because back in the day when New York club scene was hot and I was young, I'm in the clubs, talking to girls, getting numbers, whatever. Now I'm like, yo, don't talk. That hurts. When you talk in my ear, that hurts. If I'm in a club scenario, I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm like, what's up?
That's the worst.
I'm in the corner like, what's up? Do not come talk to me. I'm not here to talk. I don't want to meet nobody. I'll give you £1 and I'm out. But like, talk, it fucking hurts. Oh my God.
I want to build with you, Touré. I just want to say, like, I really appreciate it.
Oh my God. Come over with the hardcore handcuff. I'm so excited to meet you. Let me tell you, that TikTok you made really about Nas really changed my life. Oh my God.
Nigga, are you talking to me about a TikTok inside the club? If you don't get the fuck out of my face right now. And then wait. And then pull it up. No, it's this one right here. It's this one right here. It's this one.
Let me show you your shit. Let me show you your shit.
Yeah. You got off on this shit, bro. Hey, yeah. You should do more shit like this. Listen to me.
Curtis, you ever had a nigga play you your own song?
How about this? As a producer, I had somebody, as I'm making a beat for them, I don't know if they got some kind of like attention deficit. They pull their phone out and pull my headphone back and put the phone like this and say, no, I really want to make something like this. After we done with this, can we make something like this? I'm literally focusing on the thing that you asked me to do. That's already impossible. And now you're putting other information in my head that have nothing to do with this one?
He did say axe. He did say asked me to do, which I do appreciate. As a nigga, I do appreciate that you went axe on it. All right. I caught it. I heard that. I like it. Fuck with that. You know what I get sometimes? Yo, what's your name? Touré. Right. Right? Like I was gonna get that wrong? Right? What?
It's like telling you, very good. Yes.
Sometimes Eric Andre lives in this neighborhood. And every once in a while I get black people. When white people mistake you for another black person, I'm like, whatever. But black people be like, yo, nigga, what's up? Yo, you funny as fuck, nigga. Like, and I'll be like, oh, this happened at like 1 a.m. the other night. I was going to the bodega. The nigga was like, you funny as fuck. And I'm like, I'll just eat it. Whatever. Thank you. And like, what was that routine you did the other day on the show? Now I gotta be Eric Andre. I'm like, yo, I'm not Eric Andre. Like, stop lying, nigga. Now I'm here. Because nigga's mad that I'm lying. No. Not Eric Andre. And I'm like, oh my God. Like now he's getting mad. Now I got a problem. Now I got a situation at 1 a.m. This really happened around the fucking court. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't really now even like mad that you ain't brilliant. Like, I don't like being called, Eric Benet. Halle Berry said you look like Eric Benet when she was married. I'm like, I'll fuck with that. But you look like Eric Andre. Like, really?
No, for you to get mad that I'm not him, like I can show you a verified account with my name and my sign-in information.
But you know that I am him. So you think that I am lying to you to I don't know what. And now we have a problem because
Eric Andre is funny. That nigga do look like that nigga Eric Benet though. Especially now, I saw them niggas like after we did our first interview. Them niggas did a picture together. They have like the same face. It's the same nigga. They the same nigga.
Not one of you being an AI generation of the other one. That's crazy.
Can you imagine driving around LA with Halle Berry 20 years ago when she's at her fucking peak?
Swordfish?
And she keeps saying, yes, Swordfish era. Yes, this was for Monsters Ball. So it was around Swordfish. And she keeps saying, damn, you look like Eric, like a lot like Eric. I'm like enough, like 2 drinks in, you'll think I'm Eric? Like, how much like Eric are we talking here?
Whose
phone that was full time.
That was great. You're getting a phone call. You're saying too much. That's what that is.
Halle Berry online too. That's just
I got your number from over here by the bodega. So you gonna really tell me that you're not Eric Andre? You really finna tell all them people I'm watching the show right now, y'all killing it, but like you really not Eric Andre? You spelled your name wrong on that live stream. Any other thoughts about this here list? We want to go to this Michael Jackson trailer?
Let's talk the trailer real quick.
Okay. What is that? You don't like
it? There's another Michael Jackson movie that we need to talk about. Not this one.
You talking about the one with Flex Alexander?
Wait, Flex? No. The one with Wade. Wade's video, Wade's fucking documentary. That one. Go ahead, run your little trailer.
Oh, I was like, not the one with the terrible makeup with Flex from 101. He just did a video about that recently. All right, here we go. Black folks was acting up at the Black Panther premiere. They said, wait till you you see us at the Michael Jackson premiere.
So this is hagiography because I didn't see no Joe. Where's Joe beating his ass? I ain't see no little kids that he's hanging out with, and it's fucking weird. Where the fuck is Jordy? Fucking Jordy Chandler. I don't know. This looks like, everything was great. Like, are we even? I mean, even like if we were putting that aside, there's the pimply Michael before Off the Wall who's struggling to know, will I be able to become an adult star? I don't know. I mean, there was a serious question about like, because that's not normal to transition from a child star to an adult star.
Right.
Usually it doesn't happen. So there was a period where he was like, I look like shit. My brothers are making me fit. I mean, the nose in that was horrible. So I'm like, that's what we're doing right now. Is he going to look whiter as we go along? And now that
got to emphasize it.
Bullshit.
They got to emphasize that to set the story up of like, why is his nose so?
One, he had a big nose, and I think it's weird that the prosthetics look weird. But he had a big nose, and then he got wider. His nose got sharper on Thriller, and then his skin got lighter. We're talking about Danger and everything, all that. They're going to do all that. You saw it in the clip. He got wider and all that.
Are they? I don't know. I saw a Hey G graphic. This nigga is great. Everything is great. Every time he steps on stage, everybody screams. The story's more complicated than that. We're gonna see him apologize, or like they looked at my private parts and they freaking. Are we gonna see that?
I feel
that
like
didn't happen. The
I
nigga
don't know. As far as all that,
on Front Street for fucking 40 years, 50 years, was everything he did was a headline. So I don't know. You tell a half story, I'm gonna know because we remember.
Yeah, I feel like what the director is Antoine Fuqua.
Yeah, Fuqua. Yeah.
Fuqua, right? He did Training Day, didn't he?
Yeah.
I got trust in that story. Like if he was given, if the estate gave him the freedom to tell us, I already see a few Crips in the movie. And I'm like, oh, they're about to tell some story. What if they show the story that they keep talking about where I guess Michael Jackson beat up Tupac? I want to see that story played out on that screen.
You will not see that story.
That's not happening.
This nigga's for real. He did Training Day, which is a long ass time ago, but he also, I thought he did something else that was hot.
Equalizer movies.
I trust it in his hands, man. That like I feel like you got to get a little bit of that, but then also too, we've seen Michael Jackson's movies be represented so many times to the point it's almost like doing another Titanic movie. Like a bunch of rich white folks get on the boat and it's going to sink. We've seen this movie before 1 million times. What new stories are you going to tell in the process, and do you want to rehash every single one of them?
I mean, generally, when the family is involved in the retelling of somebody's life, of a star's life, it's terrible. It's boring. Because the family will always iron out the rough shit, the pimples. They don't want to see, generally, they don't want to see the drug addiction part. Generally, they don't want to see the foibles and the fuck ups. And when he
left the American dream.
Yes, when he cheated on somebody, when he crashed in his car and got arrested, they leave all that shit out. So, and I'm not saying those things happen to Michael Jackson, but when we have the Jimi Hendrix story, this story, that story, and the family is overseeing, this is why we don't have that epic 10-hour Prince documentary, because Ezra Edelman went in there and told a real story of Prince, and the real story of Prince is not for public consumption. The super fans are rocking with you, but the wife that he groomed from a teenager, the baby that he lost partly because he wanted to follow religious strictures and not what the doctors were saying. There's other things that were told to Ezra that like the estate was like, oh, fuck no, we're going to get canceled. We got like, no. And that's the typical experience when the family is part of the movie.
Yeah. Well, what about two things? It's Hollywood. Like I saw a thing saying that, if this does well, they might do a sequel. This is just Marvel's
a sequel.
Wait, a sequel. When does the movie end?
I don't know. That's
really? What would be the sequel?
We don't know when it ends, because this might end at like Danger. Who says it gets to him being 40?
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous. Yeah. Who says it gets to him being 40 years old in the incredible album and his battle with Tommy Atola and all that? It might do that. It might not. And his Sony ATV thing. The number one thing I'm trying to say is that this is made for his fans. Those are the people who are going to pay to go see him, not the people who want to see real literature and real stories about Michael Jackson. That's not what people are going there for. It's for the entire globe who still loves Michael Jackson, dresses up as him, loves the character, doesn't give a damn about any controversy. They want to see Michael Jackson. And that's just the actual truth of what this is for. And it's a
I mean,
biopic.
This is the part that bothers me. This is the part that makes me a little nervous.
You said biopic? That's what bothers you?
No,
this biopic. It's not a biopic.
No, this part bothers me because I did not like Bohemian Rhapsody.
Well, it's the producer. That doesn't mean he's fucking.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I mean, look, I was a huge.
Probably gonna be trash, honestly.
I mean, to say that I was a Michael Jackson fan doesn't even mean anything because, like, everybody was a Michael Jackson fan. There was no anti-Michael constituency. It was not like I choose this. It was like, this is part of life. Like every 4 years, Michael's going to come out with some songs and they're going to be fucking amazing and we're going to fucking dive in. I remember Thriller as this massive thing that it was like everybody in the world was listening to the same album at the same time. It was monoculture at a level you can't even imagine today.
Mm-hmm.
And the documentary where the boys were talking about, this is how he got close to us, this is what he did. And when you had two people who did not know each other before the documentary describe the same exact bizarre sexual thing that he wanted to do to both of them, I was like, oh my God. It was like they ripped the Michael Jackson love like right out of my chest and was like, now what, nigga? And I'm like, I can't. And then they showed the montage of all the different boys,
mm-hmm.
and they all look the same. Oh, this nigga had a type.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I never watched that documentary.
I'm rooting for everybody black. Jordy Chandler was black. And he killed himself. Like I can't. And it's partly in me in that I was a journalist at Rolling Stone when people were having these questions. And Diane Diamond was saying all this shit, and we were like, that bitch is crazy. And I could have said, I want to go see about it. I want to go ask some questions and see. So I look at myself like, why did you just believe the front story? Because people kept telling me, nah, dog, this shit is real over there. Shit is fucked up over there. And I'm like, I met former security guard, and all the people who knew shit were portrayed as crazy, but they let them get on TV anyway. And then now it's like they weren't crazy. They weren't crazy at all. So it's hard for me to just rock with Michael the way I used to. And I mean, incredible singer, incredible songwriter. I mean, like one of the best at every fucking aspect of this shit. Like it's him and Prince, the best of everything in it. But I don't know. I don't know. I can't. It's hard. I can't rock with it knowing what I know.
Yeah, and I did feel a certain way about when you shared the stories about Prince, and I know now we've had a conversation about it, just all the work that you've been doing with that. When you share some of them stories on your Instagram, I was like, he's on my wall right now. Like, you can't do this right now. You can't. No. Like,
there's some messy stories. The later you get, the messy stories get in there.
And then the fact that he's not here to give kind of perspective to how he saw things. I think that's an important aspect of it too. No, just sip your drink. See, that's why he thought you was Eric Andre, because you're always playing games. You're always playing games. That's all I gotta say about that right there. All right, that's all I gotta say. Thank you everybody who've been super chatting. I want to make sure I get a few of these before we get up out of here. Kibongo, we 8051. By the way, Kendrick just needs 4 prizes to become the most Grammy awarded rapper of all time. Right now, he's a close third to Hov and Ye.
You know what this is like? This is like, and you're gonna love this, Curtis. This is like how. Wait, what is the Lakers all-time? How many championships do the Lakers have?
Less than the Celtics.
So many I can't even count right now.
But less than the Celtics, and you're like, you'll never catch up.
Yes, we will. We're only like 2 behind.
I don't think Kendrick is ever going to catch up. Part of the thing is like Kendrick come out once in a while. He gonna drop another album 3-4 years from now.
I don't. You think a 3-4 year gap right
I think so.
now? Why do you guys think that?
God only knows. Is he going to drop the same year that, I don't know, Billie Eilish drops her, My Name Is Actually Wilhelmina. Go back to her real name album and shit. And like everyone freaks out. Or, Taylor Swift goes back to her like It's Just Me and a Guitar album and everyone freaks out. Like you never know. Somebody's going to come with some. So I mean, like, can Kendrick catch, or like, the Doechie's little sister, whatever the fuck, somebody we've never heard of. In 4 years, it could be somebody we've never heard of who just roars out of nowhere and like. So yeah. I would bet against Kendrick catching Jay and Ye, even though he's so close.
He's winning. Wait, he's gonna win 3 already. We already know that.
Wait a minute. Kanye's never winning another Grammy, and Jay might do one more album. He's already started going through his repair arc.
Yeah, you see him talk to that rabbi.
He's talking to the rabbi. He's going through his repair arc right now.
That was so bullshit. Somebody pointed out he did that because Kim told him, I need you to do this because I'm opening 15 Skim stores in Israel.
That's why I love you, Touré. That's why I love you. You gonna always have the information.
That's beyond that. He's trying to completely repair his whole shit.
I don't think he is. I don't think he really feels like he needs to. I think Kim made him do it.
He doesn't need him to say something to a rabbi for her to have Skims stores in Israel. She's removed herself from that nigga.
She doesn't need it, but like it helps. It helps. Like whatever little bit she can. I mean, this was the lamest thing. There's a video. I don't know. I didn't see Kanye talking. I just saw them talking, and then the rabbi is like, "You're a good person." Who the fuck is this rabbi? He speaks for all Jews?
The same rabbi that's friends with LeBron James. It's a very important rabbi.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, they all
out of here. You're not absolved. You're not absolved. And it's like when a black person says to somebody who said something racist, like basically, on behalf of black people, I forgive. Like
you can't do that for everybody. You better sit your ass down. You may forgive.
You don't speak for me. Like I ain't forgiving them for the N-bomb. Like fuck him.
As a Kanye fan, I have a question. When has he ever corrected something and not gone back on it?
I'm sorry. You're still a Kanye. You're a Kanye fan right now?
No, I said as a Kanye fan. I meant that in the past tense. As someone who used to dabble in Kanye fandom, when has he ever corrected something? And stood on that.
Never.
When I saw him go the religious route and stand on Jesus is king, and then after doing all I'm like, wow, all these churches bringing him up there and talking. These mega churches got him talking, and then he goes all the way back to the complete opposite side. And I know I'm not trying to be insensitive to what he may be dealing with mentally and is going on record as saying be bipolar. I understand that on a first-hand basis with some family members. However, there are certain things where it's like, how could you think that that's just going to stay that way when nothing has stayed that way? What has he stood on?
Being bipolar don't make you racist.
Hello.
Don't make you anti-Semitic. So, I'm always pushing back when people want to throw that in as an excuse or an explanation for the racism and the anti-Semitism. This is Kanye's at least third time apologizing for that shit. And the other 2 times he apologized, I remember once, I think it was 2-3 years ago on a Friday. It was like a written, like Friday afternoon written apology, like a Friday news dump bullshit.
Yeah.
And then he went back and said other shit because he was in the Klan hood after with what's his name, DJ whatever the fuck. After that, yeah. So they hate Jews also. They're not just anti-black, the Klan. So I mean, like, and he was wearing the T-shirt with the swastika and the fucking neck thing, like the chain, like, nigga, you own this shit. You are so 10 toes down on this shit,
and you're so much
fucking apologize. Fuck that.
You're so much louder about your apology to them folks than your own folks. Slavery was a choice. The black Klan
apologized to black people once ever in his life.
Why do I need to? When I went and I told George Bush on the air that he doesn't care about black people, I'm forever good. No, you not. You you're so loud about what you say, and then you stand on. The thing is, you've disrespected some of the most prominent voices that have, like, I still have never looked at him the same after that Sway interview. Because I'm like, the things that you are saying, he's asking you to get to understand. And he's like, I'm on your side. I just want to understand what you're saying.
So let me ask you, this is a point of order, like a subset within this conversation. Because what you said there was very dope, that Kanye never apologizes to Black people for the shit he did. So now when I make a TikTok with that as my thesis, and I don't mention your name, are you going to be salty? Like, this nigga took my idea, he grabbed my slang? Or are you going to be like, that's cool, it's all ideas are for everybody?
I said it, and I am honored that Touré would want me to ghostwrite one of his TikToks. That's pretty dope. In 2025,
I never said I was a rapper.
Look. If you want to get your Drake on, and use a ghostwriter, see that reverse psychology?
That's why I hate Drake. It's funny because we do have a code of ethics in writing, in that if another writer, like a culture writer, said that, they'd be like, oh, you got to that idea first. I'm not going to write it because you came up with it, Dream Hampton, Post Malone, Greg Tate, whoever the fuck. But like, y'all aren't writers, y'all are rappers. That's it. You're a different category.
Whoa.
You're purposely misunderstanding the meaning of writer. You're not a culture writer. You're a rapper. You're in a different lane.
What are the Eric Andre are you talking about?
You can't steal our shit.
What are you trying to grab our slang and you grabbing the slang and trying to act like we don't write slang? Y'all grabbed your slang, but you don't write. Like, what is that?
What is TikToks, Curtis?
Now, you know what? I'm gonna come back to TikTok just to be like, Touré exposed.
Watch Touré exposed.
Here's a clip on the show, and here's where he said, "I'm gonna take your shit," and then he did it. So he told you, and then he did what he told you he was gonna do. What's the problem?
On November 7th. On November 7th, somebody that I highly respect in this field, because he is an inspiration to people like me, did something that was unthinkable. I said this on the episode of Rap Latte. And then he said this.
Called him Curtis GPT.
There you go. I'm good.
You good.
Curtis GPT.
Curtis GPT.
Call that nigga Eric Benet. He said Eric Benet foul.
What the Halle Berry?
Yay.
Like, damn. How you gonna steal on Halle Berry and steal this nigga's shit?
Look, all I know is if Halle Berry said what she said to you, you would I would tell that story every day.
Yo. We were covering Monsters Ball, and I saw a screening before I met her. So we're hanging out all day, and at the end of the day, there's a screening, and the movie is bleak. So I really don't want to watch it again. Respect for the film, but like, I already got that sadness, that melancholy vibe y'all are pushing. So I'm kind of standing in the back to kind of not pay attention. She comes up behind me, hand to God, and pinches me on the back of my neck, like where it makes you fucking have chills down your spine. I was like, girl, don't, you can't, you cannot do that to a man. Like, what are you doing right now? Like, you're killing me.
Look, Touré, one of these random nights here on this live stream, I was just talking into the phone. All of a sudden, I look in the chat. They say, hey, Tiffany Haddish in here. Talking all kind and using heart emojis. And then meanwhile, my wife is like, what y'all in there talking about? What's going on in there? Oh, you said, oh yeah. Oh, y'all gonna make some music, huh? She's like, I'm gonna follow you right now on Instagram. I said, thank you very much, ma'am. It's a pleasure to have gotten to know you, but this is purely professional. I was like, what you think I look like, Common? Go ahead.
She came through to my podcast, and she was homeless for a decent period of time, right?
Did not know that.
She said you didn't know that she slept in her car for a hot minute, like 6-9 months. She would park in Beverly Hills because nobody's gonna bother a parked car, and sleep in the car, right? And she knew Kevin Hart, and he helped her get up and get into the scene and like get out of sleeping in the car. But when you were homeless, it doesn't totally leave you. And she mentioned that she walks around with a huge amount of money on her at all times because you never know. And part of the thing, she had some bag. It was like a nice, pretty bag, not like a big bag, not like a little purse. And my producer went to move the bag because it was in the shot. She freaked out. And later, it's like, that's where money is. Because there's probably $50,000 in cash in that bag.
And not you connecting the dots in real time. Oh, that's where the money's at.
You know what I mean?
Anybody want to tip it over on accident? Tip it over on accident, pull one of them stacks underneath the chair, slide it to the side. Shout out to her, though, because I was unexpected.
Black woman's purse anyways.
It wasn't a purse, but for sure, for 100%, you should not be touching
her bag or either.
Like 100%. Was it a military duffel bag? What was it? What was she?
It's like, it's like a big Louis Vuitton bag. You know what I mean? So
like a duffel.
Kind of. You know, wouldn't necessarily. It wouldn't look out of place. It didn't look different than what any other woman might be walking around with. But then it's like the see way she react. She had a big reaction as soon as he touched the shit. Like she went right back to the feral mode. Like nigga, I will cut you. Touch my shit.
But you know what? That's something they don't really tell you about when you go from being in a situation of anybody. I could identify for myself. When you go from a place where you're not making a whole lot of money, like really close to poverty, and then you get to a place where you finally get it, it's always in the back of your mind, don't lose it, don't lose it, don't lose it, don't lose it, don't lose it. You're gonna lose it, don't lose it, don't drop the ball. So I empathize with that for sure.
For sure.
Well, some people also lose it. People talk about that side like that's the only way that it happens, but that's also the reason why 70% of like athletes will lose money, because they get this money, they don't know how to use it, so they lose it because they don't know how to keep it. So it'd be like on both sides.
If you see an athlete, I think this is one of the big common denominators of the athletes who have big deals and then end up with no money. You have more than one ex-wife. It don't matter how much money they gave you. It's gonna end you. Bernie Kosar, Antoine Walker, you have multiple ex-wives.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose that shit.
So Kevin Durant makes so much more sense then. That's why you'll never see him with nobody.
Also, he talked about his. You didn't see that clip he had about his insecurity with how he said like 5 years ago he was in a depressive state because he was like, "Wow, I'm like really tall and skinny, and I don't like myself." Did
he not trying to be insensitive, but did he mention his opposition to a brush?
His hairline?
His opposition to a brush. Did he mention that part?
He also has opposition to lotion.
You know what? You can get past that. Low water, everything good.
But what if
he plays on defense on lotion?
But the thing about it, the cameras are never that close. The cameras are always over your head when you watch an NBA game.
His hair is crazy, dog.
Do you know how many times I went to the TV and tried to fill in LeBron's hair, like in my mind, like just mentally, like let's just do this, like. But
then you have the Jaylen Brown effect, where you're getting your hair on everybody's fucking uniform.
That is the funniest.
Yo, that shit is funny as fuck. Like, why did you do that? Ain't he like 27?
Ain't he a Celtic?
Yeah, he still made a bucket.
And a champion.
Wait, Touré, you see how quickly
world champion?
Touré, did you see how quickly he went from? I mean, man, I'm criticizing him to wait a minute. Not you, what your Laker ain't.
You on some bullshit. You got the baldest nigga ever on your fucking squad. Go talk about my bald nigga. Nigga, we bald, nigga.
But you know what? LeBron might have had his hairline flip up. He never had it smear off on somebody's white jersey. It happened twice in a week, though. Only a Celtic.
But the KD thing that I think about, the nigga is one of the great players of his generation. No statue will be coming for him. He didn't stay anywhere long enough and elevate any place long enough that anybody feels like he was our guy and we're gonna freaking lift him up and give him a statue and retire his number and shit. Like,
my bad. You mean statues? No, my bad. I thought championships. My bad. Statues.
Golden State. You don't think they would find
one in Golden State, but he didn't elevate them. They already had a championship level team. So it's not like LeBron rolled in and helped them get to a level, right? KD, they already had a championship level squad. He was critical in that, what was it, 2 years that he was there?
Their team, The Golden State Warriors beat his team, and then he went over to that team. That's how good they were doing.
I know.
Beat their ass, and they came back from a 3-1 deficit. Beat their ass, and then that nigga said, "Can I play with y'all?"
They over here, they be tripping. They don't really be listening to me. I come over there.
When your kids grow up, they'll be like, "Wait a minute, KD, Harden, and Russ were on the same team and they didn't win? Like how? How did that happen?"
They're gonna show clips of Russell Westbrook in the last 5 years. That's why.
Steph Curry.
They're gonna show the end era of Russell Westbrook and be like, okay, that's why they didn't win. Even though we know how much of a athletic legend and point guard that he is, but everywhere he go, he wear his welcome out at some point, especially with the Lakers. I would never
Golden State. He elevated that team. I disagree with that point. He elevated that team.
He made them better, but he didn't like take them from middling to now we're in the game. Like they were already championship level, right? Golden State got a ton of statues and banners, jerseys to retire from that whole fucking era.
Right.
KD, man. I mean, just the peripatetic nature of his career.
Yeah.
It's gonna play out as after his career. No home.
Damn, does Klay Thompson get a statue before he does in Golden State?
Oh, 100%. In Golden State, 100%. Because he was there. He helped them go from nothing to something.
Splash Brothers. You got to put the Splash Brothers up there. You got to.
He's 1/3 of the main core that got this thing done.
Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry get a statue, so will KD.
Mm-hmm. So then there's no room for KD unless you got like one of those smaller trophies on the side.
I don't know, nigga. You got to give Steve Kerr a statue before you get one for KD.
Damn, that's a good point. He changed the culture. He changed the culture over there.
Whatever. Mark Jackson's the one that changed everything.
Could have done it.
He took over the culture after it got changed. I correct myself. You're absolutely right.
That's what happened over there.
Best light-skinned backcourt ever.
That's a guarantee.
I don't know what you do with that stat. Like, when does that come up in Jeopardy? Like,
I don't know, but what if the All-Star game was light skins against dark skins? Then we'd tune in. Then we'd fucking watch.
What if the All-Star games just had no Celtics at all?
What if it was white against black? Then we'd fucking watch. I'd watch that shit like motherfucker. Lead into the racism. Lead into the racism.
That's what they did with Magic and Bird. That's what the NBA needs. They need to do white versus black game. Everybody's racist already. Like you said, they're
working on it. They're working on it. You know what? They're working on it with my team. Have you seen the two best players of my team right now that are 7-2? I have never seen.
They balling.
LeBron been sitting because the theory is that LeBron sat out because he couldn't get his way in with its extension with his contract. So he said, I have sciatic nerve pain. I'm going to sit out, hoping that would make us. That's the narrative. They're hoping that it'll make a statement to show him the importance of him being on court. Well, they messed around and became 7-2. And Luka's been balling, and Austin Reeves has been balling, and they look like a better gel team right now. So when he comes back and he disrupts that, they may start looking at him as a trade piece.
Your boy LeBron.
I would think that a team full of niggas would smash the white team, but with Luka and what's his name in Denver?
Austin Reeves.
And AK-47. Who's your man? Nikola. What's his name in Denver?
Jokic.
Luka Doncic. And there's somebody else I'm forgetting. Their team is not bad.
I don't know if you've been watching it, but white boys have been playing their asses off this whole season.
It's different now.
On every team, just randomly dropping 30 balls, 40 balls, 50 balls. I don't know what's happening. Them niggas is balling out.
You know what? You know what I'll tell you right now, though, Curtis. They're gonna fuck your shit up because the Lakers like to make moves. There's a superstar who is disgruntled out in the East who needs a change of scenery.
Ja Morant.
He's a baller. They're gonna make a deal for Ja. He's gonna bring his mopey ass over and his guns over to LA.
We're gonna do that. Like I look at certain people who get on the block. I'm like, you Lakers, you bet not do that shit. You gonna do it, ain't you? You gonna do it, ain't you? They did it with J.R. Ryder. I was like, you gonna get J.R. Ryder right now?
Because they don't have. Who's the point guard
for the Lakers right now? Well, they don't play a traditional point guard. It'd be like Gabe Vincent, but right now they're kind of using Austin Reeves and Luka as the dominant ball handler. Yeah.
God, y'all brought Bronny back again? God.
Was that even a question? Like, you got his daddy on the team. His pops on the team.
Yes, but I'm like, okay, nigga, we gave you a year of this. Like roster spots are expensive.
Better though.
Is he playing well enough to really be on the Lakers right now?
If you want to keep it a stack, nepotism is beautiful.
Yeah.
No.
He's
playing. I just said he's playing better.
Yeah, but he's still not NBA level. Is he in the second rotation? He's in the third rotation. How much? Does he hit the floor?
He does. Like when we got injuries, and like when the score get out of control, he get in there.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. How many minutes he gets? Yeah, he be getting.
You don't gotta look that up. It's okay. It's all right. Like we don't look it up. It's
3, 5. He got a couple games where he got like 19, 18, 20. But he's normally 5, 5, 3.
I just think the way that is designed, like he got to bulk up. He probably gonna get another growth spurt. The way he's set up right now, I just feel like they're not.
Spurt?
He need one more. He need one more.
Is that a joke?
Yeah, no. He need one more growth spurt.
You think that a 21-year-old 6'2" nigga is gonna have a growth spurt?
You never heard of Turkey? You never heard of Turkey?
The food or the country?
Nah, Turkey, the country. He go over there and get his kneecaps extended.
Oh my God, this nigga.
He gonna fake an injury halfway through this season and come back and be like, "Yeah, the miraculous, a miraculous growth spurt."
Growth spurt at 21.
Only thing I'm pissed off about Bronny, you should not have took Nick Van Exel's number. That's pissing me off. That's old school Lakers shit. You should not have Nick Van Exel's number on your back, even though he gave him the blessing.
Yo,
Nick Van Exel's Nick the Quick.
I know we're on your channel, but we're not doing Laker minutia to that level on this.
Minutia is hurtful.
Nick Van Exel's number, like, okay, Nick, calm down.
First of all, I have a heart.
Nick Van Exel's number, and you're wearing this one's number. We don't care.
I like to kindly request my slang back before you use it in your next TikTok video. I like to kindly request my slang back.
Niggas die every day, B.
Niggas die every day. Ideas die every day on TikTok.
Do we got anything we want to talk about? I'm still in Africa. It's late here. It's midnight.
Nah, let's save that verses for next week because this Grammy one's over.
We had a good time with the Grammy shit. I think it was a great conversation. On Monday, we're gonna do a verses. We're gonna play out the Jay-Z versus Kanye versus Kenny versus
Nas.
You got the Nas 20 also?
I thought it was just 3.
Oh no, I'm doing 10. I think we should just do 10 so we can do all of them.
Excuse me. The game is 20. And
so you want to play Jay-Z 3 times with 20 records?
Say again? No. You could do them all at once.
I see.
Present Jay-Z, Kendrick. Let's say they're all on the stage at the same time. So here's Jay-Z's first, here's Kendrick's first, here's Kanye's first. Okay, but we're doing it's Jay against both of them. So okay, Jay won that one, he lost that one, which we'll never say. But like Jay won that one, Jay won that one, Jay won that one. Okay.
I don't understand that. Like that's just so ridiculous. I just went through this. So just real quick, if you hear Public Service Announcement, such a great song, amazing song, one of my favorite Jay-Z songs, and it's that one line, right? Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hov. Bing, bing, going crazy. We're in here. Hip-hop. Okay, then he's done, and then Nas is like, yeah, that's cool, Jay, but I just want you to know that where this all started, where hip-hop started. And then you hear the train running, and it's boom, do doom, do doom, do doom, do doom, do. And New York State of Mind goes. You're telling me that's a wash? I don't know who wins that. I don't know who wins New York State of Mind versus Public Service Announcement. And I think that's gonna go for all of these.
That's an interesting question. and we're gonna find a way to work that out. You may have to call in a couple extra judges, but that's why it's 20, because Nas don't have 20 New York states of mind, and Jay could do 20. He could do 25. We ain't cutting it to 10. We ain't playing half the game. That's why we play the whole game.
No, I feel you. Nas has more. I agree with you, and I know how your brain's working. Nas has more terrible records than Jay-Z does. Period.
Don't he also got more music out though? He's produced more music though, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He has more
music records against you.
What'd you say?
I'm not counting your bad records against you. I'm
trying
to throw out PSA.
One record. You're trying
PSA. You got to throw out something. Fine. And even if you could survive that, then we got You Don't Know. Can you survive that? Then we got and this. Can you survive that? And you could maybe rock with 5 or 6 of them, but then you get to like, well, here's Hove's 10th, 12th, 14th, and you're like, God damn, nigga, like I don't have that kind of stamina. I don't have that kind of track record.
You can't completely ignore Nas's run right with Hit Boy. And then this premiere album getting ready to come, there's catalog records right now that are some of the best records that he did with Hit Boy.
I want to hear the Nas joint. I'm a little more interested because what other shows like this are talking about is Jay v Drake, which is ridiculous, and Jay v Kanye, which is somewhat.
Yeah, but that's what they talking about. Fuck them niggas.
No, but I mean, like, I do want to like play out those scenarios and like what does it really look like if you play it out?
I know it's midnight where Green is at. I know it. He got that midnight energy right now. He's fuck with the mother podcast talking about. And I go to a second.
Green's complaining about it being midnight. As in my experience, 75% of hip hop is made at midnight or after, right? Between midnight and 2 a.m., most of your favorite records were recorded. So
not the album of the year of 2025. Let God sort them out.
Man business. And that's why there should be another category in the Grammys. It should be albums made before midnight, albums made after midnight.
Daytime record. Nigga come in like a banker.
Well, why is the daytime album sound harder than everybody else's midnight album?
My name is Pusha T. I had a full night's sleep and I'm fully hydrated. I'm ready to record.
Look. Now what you got to do? You got to do albums that were inspired by intoxicated nights and albums that were completely straight edge, sober albums versus these type of albums.
You should have written albums like the Clips actually wrote out their verses versus non-written albums like Wayne, Jay-Z, people who don't put pen to paper, who just go in there and fucking spit.
I like that.
Now we're fucking talking.
What if you do both? Are they crossover albums?
See, we do that. And that can bring that to the Grammys.
Niggas just falling asleep over there.
Hendrick writes sometimes, and sometimes he doesn't.
Yeah.
So
we need a hybrid category.
We're gonna go through these verses, and we're gonna go through what I think is maybe the 3rd best hip hop TV show of all time. Vince Staples show is back with the 2nd season. First season was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
I want to dive into the 2nd season. I love that fucking show. I love Atlanta. I mean, Atlanta holds a special place to be like all time, like top 5 all time greatest TV shows, period. And y'all might hate, but I love Dave. Oh my God, I love that show.
We should do a versus.
Shit in Dave, but Dave is cool. I liked it.
We should do a versus of rappers that are leads in TV shows and the best episodes. Fresh Prince, Dave, and Vince Staples show. Best 10 episodes.
Well, does the Wu-Tang show with Dave East count?
Well, they're not in it.
They're not in it. You got to play you got to be the.
You got to put Dave East in
it.
it. Yeah. But Dave East is in it as an actor, so that's different. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to be.
That show was hot though. I like that show. Not to the level of Vince, Dave, and Atlanta take on the sensibility that these guys have. It doesn't represent their life. It's like, this is how I see the world. I could have made an album, but I made a television show to explain how I see the world, which is fucking amazing.
You want to answer this question?
Hello, cool thing. Hey,
I don't want El Cool J coming to beat me up. I plead the 5th. You shut up.
Put that shit up there. All right, niggas. Betty Bot time.
Peace out. Appreciate y'all as always. I'll get at y'all DIYers. We about to come back for the last episode, the last of the tournament. Come join us in the tournament. Critique my beats. You got music and you want to win some prizes, all that good shit is about to happen. Come join us. Thank y'all so much. Don't grab your slang if you don't know what to do with that thing. All right, there it is. Oh, that's my tagline. Peace out. DIYers, if you enjoyed this content, make sure that you hit the like button and maybe even consider subscribing. Come on, man. Stop being greedy. Peace.